Hi guys, it's Faye from Consciously Creating, and this is today's reminder. I don't usually do reminders, but I'm going to do one. And it is, during some of your biggest meltdowns will come some of your biggest breakthroughs, okay? So I had a repeating story. It would come from like different people, and those different people could be like friends or they could be like partners or whatever, okay? And the kind of common theme was that they would accuse me of something that I hadn't done, okay? And they could be different things, and they could present themselves as like nasty or abusive or maybe even threatening, or multiple variants of those things, okay? Sometimes they would accuse me of like a similar thing, or so over time those things had got much better as my self-concept had changed, but it did appear, okay, now during that massive meltdown, which I say it was a massive meltdown, but it was only a couple of hours, but it just felt so huge. Like I was really upset. I just wanted to give up. I think I wanted to give up everything. It was just like really, it felt like a lot. Okay, now just to put into context, the old me would not have been able to understand why someone wasn't being nice to me, why someone was being nasty to me, why a friend or a partner is meant to like me, like why would they be like that? And I would be running that story in my head for weeks on end, and I would be very consumed and really upset and confused. Okay, so I'd had this massive meltdown, and during the massive meltdown, there was a couple of coaches that I really, really like. I think they're amazing and they get this like really, really well. Is that they said that some of your major breakdowns come through some of your, bring some of your major breakthroughs. And I kept telling myself that that was going to be my major breakthrough. So me and my manifesting buddy, we picked out a couple of things that we could see that I was thinking and feeling at the time. And what we did was, pull them into my new story. And then I was, by the next day, I found it kind of entering my head and I had to like move it out. I went for dinner with a friend. I like, had lunch with friends and just really solely focused on me and brought all of my thoughts back to me. Okay. And then because obviously I've reacted, I've had the argument, and then a few days later I got a text and I was like, oh, no, obviously I've reacted, so it's going to present itself again. Okay. And I kind of looked at the text and went, oh, are we still having that conversation? Okay, I thought that conversation was over days ago. And, I kind of looked at it, kind of smiled and went, yeah, I don't identify with that anymore because, I'm the person who's always respected, loved, cherished and adored. Okay. And by the time the text came, and I honestly can't tell you how reactionary I was to these different things. Like, like even with a friend, like my caveman part of my subconscious was so defensive. Like I would automatically defend myself without even really thinking about it. Okay. Now, the other thing is obviously understanding what a reaction is, and I've done a video on that. Okay. But just understanding that some of your major breakthroughs can come through some of your massive meltdowns. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.